Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for game 2 of a 6-game day of Starladder Europe. We've got a lot of action coming your way. It's day 26, or I think it's 27 actually. We are down the home stretch. Only 4 teams go to Kiev. Empire just punched their ticket, but still there are 3 more slots available. And Navi, definitely one of the teams in the mix. They're 8-1. If they win out, they will go, and they'll have a chance to defend their title. Man, they've won a lot of Starladders along the way, but with that being said, I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. I have the pleasure to be joined here today by Fogged. Fogged, how you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm all right.
All
I'm
right.
drinking some water. I'm hydrating myself. Hydration is good.
Yeah, that's good to keep yourself healthy. It gives you
Yeah, of
clear skin
course.
as well.
Oh, yes, that's very true.
Don't want
And we do
any
see the
no
draft
acne.
beginning already, at least. And Navi knows to ban the Lycan, and they did.
Yes, ban the wolf. Always ban the wolf. It's a good strategy. Words to live by. And well, they give away Invoker, but of all the heroes to give away, Invoker's strong, definitely a good opening pick. But I'd rather give away Invoker than Lycan.
Yeah, I think that goes a little bit without saying.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I said it, so deal with it,
all
dude.
right. Fine. You know what? I will.
Okay. HNAP Brush in your choice for Navi. So they get the two of the more popular supports, especially in CIS right now, and well, especially with the Dazzle, I guess. But they've been popular pretty much everywhere lately, outside of China anyway. China is not that big on Dazzle.
Yeah. I mean, oh wow, that's a Rasta. That's really early for a Rasta, I feel like. First 2 Rasta. Interesting.
Zoostrat incoming.
Ah.
Get your double forward spirits. Get wards. Maybe go for some other pushing heroes.
Yeah, that must be what they're going for. I mean, looks like they're trying to build up toward that, and they're focusing a lot of their bans on Funnick now. All 3.
He made some plays yesterday for Navi. They had 3 games. They won all 3, and I mean, the guy's just a quiet beast. He gets probably the least attention on the team, at least from the Western community, because he's pretty quiet. His English is not particularly good compared to some of his teammates. He's not as flashy as, Havost. He's not as charismatic as Dendi, but and doesn't speak as good English as Puppy or Kuro. But the guy makes a lot of plays. Whether he's as
Absolutely.
flashy or not. So
I mean, just the Navi team. It goes. That also goes without saying, really. They're just
they all do.
spectacular. They're all
Yeah.
amazing, really. Like they all play so well. And Havost, I mean, especially lately, I've been more of a fanboy of Havost. Like he's just a great player all around. He does everything. He makes so much space, even when he's doing his crazy 4 or 5, whatever, diving at the fountain and stuff. He's just creating so much space around the map and just forcing TPs and everything. So
Well, we like to take full credit for that transformation. It began shortly after the 4 came out last year, so we here at Beyond the Summit are very proud of Havos' development and like to think we had a role in spurring him to greatness.
yeah, what a player.
Okay,
What a
you're just
player,
like
seriously.
not having any of it, but yeah, no, Havos has been playing amazingly well as of late, and the scary thing for Navi is they had like quite a few weeks off. This team has not even really been like in full swing until maybe the past few days. Denny went to free to play. So I think 2 of their players went to like was it the United Arab Emirates for an event. I think they went to Dubai for some sort of like PR thing. I'm not sure, but they have definitely
Yeah,
not
I
been
know. I
training the
know
way other teams were.
Havost and Funnick, I think, went, right? I think it was them 2 that went,
Okay, that
I
sounds right.
believe. Yeah, and not even just that, like all these other teams you see practicing. You look in the scrim group. I mean, I can look in the scrim group, but you see all these teams looking for scrims and everything. Navi, they don't scrim. They don't practice. They just go and they play, and they're like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I messaged Puppy. I'm like, hey, Puppy, you want to scrim? And he's just like, ha ha ha. It's like, oh, okay. No
it's
scrims necessary.
it's true though. I remember talking to Puppy at MLG Columbus about this, and he said they had scrimmed for a total of 3 hours since TI3. And MLG Columbus was in what, no, mid-November, I think. So that was like a solid like 3 months after TI3. And he said they had scrimmed for practice for a total of 3 hours.
Yep. They don't need it. I mean, all these
Apparently.
players know what to do. They know what they want to do. They know where to go. And I guess, I mean, Puppy overall as a captain, he really dictates the game probably for all of them. He tells them what to do, helps them out if they ever need anything. Like, wow, there's a lot of blue heroes coming out of Navi.
The,
But
the
yeah,
the blue
they
strat.
know what to do, so they don't really need to practice anymore at this point. They've been playing together for quite a while now, and just overall they're just super strong together. So
Yeah, I guess if you qualify for like every major LAN or get invited, then You get your practice there, right? So
Yeah, they don't need it.
there you
But
go.
now,
Well, it's the red versus blue strat, I suppose, or like the yellow versus blue. But I guess we should talk about the draft a bit here. Navi going for the Spectre. They do follow it up with the Puck, so I like this. They get some nice lockdown. The Puck dream coils you, and well, you want to run the hell away, but if you do, then the Spectre gets his desolate damage and just destroys you with the ultimate. So Navi's team fight has become very scary very quickly here, and they've used Spectre to great success quite a few times. They held high ground against Cloud9. They were down like 15k gold, and just one great base defense. There was a secondary defense where Havos died, bought back, and just wiped them. And this Navi team, I think they're liking Spectre more and more as of late.
yeah, I mean, it also just lets Havos be somewhere else on the map and then just be able to join his team whenever with the obviously with the haunt. But yeah, Power Rangers just really dedicating all their bans on Funnick, and Navi not really even too concerned about it. It looks like they're saving that last pick for Funnick anyway. They don't really care if they're trying to ban all his heroes. They're like, whatever, we'll just pick everything else then.
Yeah, Power Rangers will go for their fourth hero. What do you think they should be going for? Like, if you look at Navi, it's pretty clear they want to you maybe take fights with the Spectre ult and find pickoffs once Puck is blink. But generally, Navi seems this draft would suggest to me they're going to be pretty content taking it late. Do you think Power Rangers can take it late? And if so, what do they want to do to accomplish that?
Well, right now it's still a bit early in the draft. They do have, I mean, I'm assuming this is going to be a roster support, not a core roster, and like a short lane invoker or anything. So they have their two supports. They have their probably their mid. So they just need to get their hard carry and their off lane. But they really need to just they don't want to bring this game to late game because of course it's a Spectre. You don't want ever to deal with a Spectre late game, especially on top of the fact that they have an AA. So AA and Spectre combo, just the global and everything, just does so much damage and just really just whittles your team down. Especially these weak supports just will get absolutely decimated by these two. So they need to find some stuff that just really can control the early and mid game just really well. And yeah, Potom is a great pick right here. And I'm hoping to see maybe if PR will do something cheeky with this Earthshaker and maybe go for blocking some creeps and then sending out a massive creep wave to push in some towers. Maybe they'll try to do
Are
something like this because I know we've seen them do it in the past.
are you mean like in the off lane? Where can you trap them in on the dire side?
Yeah, you can trap them on in the off
Is
lane.
it like where the
I
clockwork cogs
do
go,
it.
or
Yeah, you can also do it in the short lane. There's the trees there. You can almost do it anywhere as long as you just get a calling blade and cut some trees down.
okay? So you like create
So
a little pocket to fissure block them into. I see.
yeah, so I mean, maybe they'll do something like that. Who knows? I mean,
They could also just do ancient pulling. Is the other thing
yeah, they're
potentially?
quite the underdog in this, so they could really do anything at this point.
Well, I guess with the Marana pick here, more of a mid game centric lineup to this stage, and it does suggest Power Rangers, like you said, at least want to have a very commanding lead by say the 20-25 minute mark, and have Navi mostly bottled up in their base. I just don't know if they have enough push yet. Invoker, Shadow Shaman, it's a decent lineup for bringing down the towers, but it's not. I don't know. It's not like a lone druid or a Lycan on top of this, where you're like, okay, they could take all the towers in 20 minutes.
Yeah, definitely not. And also, I mean, Puck is just a great hero versus all this. That he has, of course, he has his orb for the outspam, but also with if the AA gets his six earlyish and they try to push a tower, it's gonna just be devastated because if you get hit by an AA blast on a couple heroes and a Puck catches you guys off guard, that can be that can basically just almost be GG if you get too many people killed because they can just snowball so hard off of that. Um,
Yeah, fifth
I
pick
really
for
wonder
Navi.
what they're gonna do for Funnick. If they're gonna pick Funnick's hero, or maybe if they just give Funnick the puck and get another Dendy hero. But no, they just go for his bounty hunter.
I mean, like you said, 5 bans for Funnick. So I guess the pool at that point does start to shrink. But even the bounty's not bad. They can just use the puck ult, the puck blink dagger, Spectre Haunt, H apparitional, and just find pickoffs around the map. So
Yeah, and bounty hunter hasn't really been too popular, but Funnick overall has one of the best bounty hunters in the world. So it's no shock that they just grabbed that for him. It doesn't even matter if it really synergizes too well with the lineup, which it does synergize well decently with this lineup. So yeah, they're just gonna throw him out there and just big Funnick, do your thing, get some solo kills, have some fun.
have some fun. Ick.
Heh heh heh.
Brian just K-pop just face palmed in the background here. He
Good.
was not
You
amused.
really should have. And the Venomancer pick.
So
So
who's the core here? Is it the Shadow Shaman or the Vena? Do you think? Ooh, Moon playing the Shadow Shaman. So it looks like believe a farming Venomancer. Yeah, off lane Cheshire Cat Veno.
offlane Veno.
There you go.
Hmm.
He is a
Huh.
good like hero to build the early pipe or mech, but And they're up against H Apparition, so
Maybe
will a
they'll
mech rush be effective?
maybe they'll aggro.
Aggressive tri-lane, you think?
Maybe just to try to keep put the Spectre down and everything and just give this Rasta a lot of solo experience. Maybe it's possible. Or maybe they'll just do dual lanes again and or not again, I say. Maybe they might just do dual lanes and do Earthshaker pulling on the Ancients, but let's
Hmm.
see what they opt to do.
Well, with that being said, Fogged, it's time for our second of 6 matches on the day. It's a lot of Starladder Europe action coming your way, guys. Navi on the Radiant side, Power Rangers on the Dire side, and we should start with the underdogs here. We've got FNG handling that Earthshaker, headed to the offlane. He'll be playing support, Moon, your Shadow Shaman, early read of Basilius. Looks like he's going to be rushing potentially just a Bassi here to help the tri-lane pressure. Well, wait, is he going? I guess he'll be in the tri-lane, yeah, to support Rasta. J4 on your Mirana. Solo mid. We'll have Scandal taking the Invoker. Also early rain of protection for him. And that puts Cheshire Cat in the safe lane with early dust. Looks like they want the Bounty Hunter versus Veno 1v1. I don't know if they'll get it, though.
That's not a support Rasta, by the way. That's a core Rasta in the off lane.
So, yeah, support Mirana, I guess.
And he's got this ring of protection on Rasta, so
Interesting. I mean,
I
early
don't
Bassi,
get
but
it.
what are they pushing with? Like,
I
he's
just
not
don't
going to be
really
level
get it.
6 for a long time.
Just putting, I mean, I'm never a fan of putting Rasta anywhere near the off lane because that hero is the slowest person ever. He just waddles. It's horrific to play that in the off lane because if you get caught out of position at all, you are super dead. And I mean, their decision of going aggressive could work out.
Oh, they
get it
found
out.
Puppy here. Fissure to fly. FNG. J4 combined, but do they have the follow-up damage? Kuroki, he gets to kill up Grave here. He's going to do it. And now they turn around with Chilling Touch. They might get the first blood on FNG. They need 2 more auto attacks. No, Kuroki forced to watch his buddy die. And now he's on the run. Arrow's cooling down. He's going to have to dodge this one. Can he do it? No arrow yet. Waiting to fog Kuroki, but no, not even going to bother. Now Funnick comes in with a haste. We haven't introduced Navi yet, and Funnick's going to walk right into the Sentry Ward. The Fissure comes through, the arrow's there as well, and they've got the Shackles follow-up. Navi might give away 2 kills, a few more auto attacks. They get the double kill and the first blood, and they kill what was expected to be the enemy offlane. Wow, what a start for Power Rangers. We haven't introduced their opponents, though. It's Navi on the Radiant side, 8-1, but not secured their berth to Kiev yet. Need this win. Well, some of them are in Kiev, but not to the LAN finals. Havost on your Spectre. Funnick on your Bounty Hunter. Looks like he's still going bottom. Dendy on the Puck. That does leave Kuro in the offlane and the Dazzle, and Puppy on the Ancient Apparition. So, oh, Havost. This is going to be 3 dead. Navi just self-destructing in the laning stage. Well, I think they wanted to swap the lanes, and hey, Fogged, he gets a free TP top now.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, my phone was ringing in the background. I didn't want to have it
That's okay.
doing the ring.
Well,
But wow,
they swapped the lanes.
really well played. That was just such good coordination by PR right there. I mean, the Earthshaker Potom thing isn't the easiest to land. I mean, unless you've really practiced it a bit, you have to shoot the arrow as he's fissuring, and they did it perfectly both of the times. I mean, that third one, he kind of just walked up and got shackled, so I was a little bit on Havost for just being a little bit out of position there, but this defensive tri-lane is really working out, and they're just going to start rotating. They're going to leave this Rasta 1v1 versus Bounty Hunter now.
Well, yeah, at this point, they've won that lane. Navi's been forced to abandon the aggressive tri-lane, or defensive tri-lane. They want to dodge, and they're going to rotate top, so they'll then rotate into a Veno tri-lane, but for now, they'll make their move mid. Potentially getting a kill on Dendy here. Cold Snap into Fissure could be very strong. Well, will they go for it? Maybe they just head top.
Yeah, it looks like they drew a line going top. They just want to try to get their Veno secured, maybe go for another kill on these low-level supports.
I do like the immediate decision from Navi, though. Like, let's get the hell away from this tri-lane. We've already given up 3 kills. Sure, Power Rangers might rotate, but at least we get a little time to get our levels up and not just keep on feeding.
Yeah, it was definitely the decision they needed to make. And I mean, Funnick can definitely just bully this Rasta out of lane because, I mean, it's a Rasta versus a Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter has 6 armor and can just really right-click that Rasta, and that Rasta doesn't move, like I was saying before. He does have boots. He has a great start with 2 kills, but
he still
without
doesn't
a
move.
sentry,
He's
yeah,
30 MS slower than the Bounty.
yeah, that's just depressing.
Oh, they almost got the Weasel Crow. They almost got it,
Going
and they
back.
will get it. Dendy just walks it into Scandal. Now the arrow comes behind. Dendy's going to go down. What a disaster for Navi. 4-0, and a courier death. Did it have his bottle on it? It did.
Oh,
No
man.
bottle for Dendy for 3 minutes, and bottom lane.
Bottom.
Maybe Navi finally get a turnaround here. Funnick diving the tower. They get the kill, but Moon still gets the golden Havost. One more tower shot. What is this game? Navi just, oh my goodness. 1-6. Courier down with Dendy's bottle. Dendy doesn't even have gold for a TP scroll. I guess the team can't even buy him one. He's walking back mid. Ay, 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 ay.
I don't know really what to say. Havost was like, Funnick's going for a kill. I'm gonna go help my buddy out. And he TP's down and just they dove all the way to the tower for the Rasta. And yeah, they got him, but they gave up 2 kills and the Rasta spent his gold before dying. So not the best exchange right there. And PR is winning all 3 lanes very favorably. And yeah, Invoker's really just free farming in mid now after that kill on Dendi.
If Navi comes back from this, I mean, sure, they've got a really good late game lineup. They have track gold, so it's not out of the question. But, I mean, this is just such a morale killer for your average team, giving up 6 kills, losing the courier. Your solo mid doesn't have his bottle, so pretty much any solo mid at this point is like, guys, I fucking lost my lane. Help, please. But there's no one to help him, right? Because they're all underleveled, underfarmed, and, well, Navi would have to show some big resolve to turn this around. They did it yesterday, but... And sure, that game they were like losing the laning stage, but they weren't making these kind of semi-boneheaded plays, were like easily avoidable deaths. Power Rangers has been playing well, but Navi is playing a bit sloppy too.
Yeah, for sure. And we do see this Earthshaker go for Tranquil Boots on the Earthshaker, and he also got stats at level 2. It's a little weird. But he does have the Aftershock now, and he's level 4. These supports have a lot of levels. The support
top lane, they will find Cheshire Cat.
Oh,
that's a big kill. Just getting a kill on a solo here like
weird
that?
Kill.
Why do you say that?
I mean, he's a Venomancer. I'm not really sure why he would be playing too far up at all. He can just be warding and just sit there passively and even go to the jungle at this point because he has level 3 wards. So I really didn't expect them to get a kill up there. But now we see Funnick. They're putting pressure on this bottom tower for sure now. And this Frost is getting close to 6 too. So they're going to be able to take some towers down.
Offensive Trialing Shadow Shaman that was left alone, has not fed, and almost has level 6. This has to be a first for me. I've never seen this work out. Hardly ever seen it, period. Funnick. Oh, arrow barely off the mark there, but it was close.
Yeah, they're still going to get this tower, though, so they're at least pushing Funnick back. He's still getting full experience. He's going to be he's very close to 6, actually. He's going to be 6 soon with the track. And we see Puppy pinging down. They don't want to lose this tower this early, and yeah, they're going to go for this roster.
FNG's waiting. Moon drops low, though. He gets off the Hex for now, but Moon will fall. Navi with the good turnaround Fissure on 2. But with the Bounty Hunter and the Chilling Touch, FNG's got to retreat out. Doesn't have the mana, and it looks like he will fall. Radiant Courier respawns. Navi left, right, and center finding the victories. All of a sudden, 1-6, back to 4-6. And the rubber band snaps the other way. And they'll get the tower denied, too. Oh, boy. Well,
yeah,
I think I might have jinxed Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think you did. Good job, dude.
The jinx is strong in this one.
Way to go, man.
Artosis has nothing on me. The curse is real.
Hey, at least we got an action-packed game. 10 kills, 6 minutes.
CIS Dota.
Yeah, man.
I can't
Rasta
complain.
actually did not get 6 before the Bounty Hunter now. So Bounty Hunter is 6. He's got his track on the line. He's probably going to pick up his phase boots or upgrade his boots before he goes running around going for more kills. And now they upgrade the courier. There you go.
Well,
good job,
Dendi, he lived through the worst of times. Sure, his CS is pretty pitiful, 15 at 6.5 minutes, but he is level 6, hasn't died, and this is where the track can just turn the game around in an instant. They almost have Haunt, too. Navi, what looked like a very awful start, is quickly becoming a manageable mid-game for them.
Yeah, for sure. And now Havost has this lane to go farm bottom, so it's going to be pressured in pretty well, and he's going to be able to pick up his farm. And he's not doing so bad for himself. He has 1,100 gold and his boots. So he found a decent amount of farm up top once they rotated. So excellent plays by Navi. Great rotation, and then great TP bottom to get those kills. And now Kuroki might get gone on top.
There's a fissure, but can't quite get in range for the shackles there. Let me ask you, Fog, what do you think PR should be doing? Because it looked like they, I wouldn't say had this game in the bag, but had a very commanding lead, and it started to erode. So how do they keep the game going their way? What should their next moves be?
Well, they should definitely just, of course, finish off this top tower, which they're going to do. And then I feel like they should really get into the jungle. They should really get into the Navi jungle and try to put pressure on to Havost so he just can't free farm in this lane because he's going to keep that lane static and he's just going to sit there for a while. Maybe he'll haunt out and then go back. But then right after he haunts, he's going to go right back down there to farming. And Puppy is already securing. He just did standard wards. I mean, yeah, Kuroki's going to get gone on right now. And they do waste the glyph, too.
Oh, boy. And they might have the Shadow Shaman wards after this kill. Indeed, they do. Big kill. Now the level 4 wards available for Cheshire Cat. And the Shadow Shaman wards online. Potentially, they can take the tier 2 here. But, like you said, Havost is getting his farm. Puppy almost level 6. And with
Yeah,
Haunt and Ancient Apparition ult, and if Dendy just smokes in top, they could easily get 3 kills here.
yeah, for sure. And yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do. I mean, Puppy opted for a 3 levels in Ice Vortex, which I don't know if we see too often. I think we see that in China a lot. And yeah, he throws the A ult instantly up top. So maybe they'll try to get a couple kills with his bounty hunter because it doesn't look like Dendy's rotating just yet. But yeah, no ATPs, as I
Well,
say.
the sentry's there, and now comes the Haunt. Navi looking for the turnaround. Only catch Moon with the coil, but that's 1 free kill. Now FNG turning to drop the fissure. Dendy orbs forward, doesn't jaunt to the orb though. Oh, still chasing onto J4, and J4 drops. That's another track kill. Track thrown onto FNG, and Navi just start diving the tier 1. FNG does have a fissure, has the dust ready. 2-0. The tower also defended. The ward's cleaned up. Tower is almost in deny range, but well worth it still for Navi.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Scandal during all this time, he's just been really farming in mid. He's got his Midas up. He's got about 50 CS on him, so he's doing really well for himself. But now Puppy is he's fine with this. He's like, you know what? Havost goes and ganks. Good. I have a free lane to farm in. So he's just picking up that farm that Havost was farming in. And Havost actually has 2,200 gold now after those couple track kills. So looking very good for Navi now.
Now there's this triple smoke, and they're all TPing top. They want to make a play, try and slow down Havost, who is just rushing Radiance, it looks like. Boots up, Stout Shield up, 2,400 gold up, and not backing off, and this smoke could well work. Fissure's there. He doesn't even have Dagger Mana. Now it's a Gale, and Havost is going to pay for a screed. Sunstrike will connect, and Scandal, easiest Sunstrike of his life. Yeah, on the board as well.
Yeah, I mean, he did have an assist before, but yeah, got himself a nice kill. And now he does have his level 9 from that kill too, so now he has double Fort Spirit. So if they do decide to go push this top tower, which they are, and maybe if there's some Navi rotation, Scandal might put some pressure on this mid tower with his double Forge.
And the tower does fall. Sure, Ancient Apparition ult comes in, but Navi got to be careful here. And do you think Havost can get away with this Relic Rush, or should he just be getting his phase, maybe Vit Booster drums up?
I mean, right now, I would say it's a good idea just to go for this Relic, because he picked up a lot of gold really fast. And oh, that Veno's a bit out of position.
Oh, nice arrow, connects on Funnick. Sunstrike's there. Is there a grave? There is, at the perfect time from Kuro. But then the Echo Slam, Dazzle ult deployed. Funnick just going to fight his way out. He knows he's going down, and he'll go down with the ship in the end. FNG dropping low. The track kill will be there. Scandal on the chase as well. Searching for Puppy. Arrow won't connect. But the pressure from PR. And this is really what we want to see out of them. Not just taking the towers and going back to farming, but dive Navi, punish Havost's greed, and just don't let them farm. Don't let them have the easy levels and items.
Yeah, and like I said last game, I mean, this is one team that if they do get a good start, they can really pull a win away pretty easily from any team. I mean, even if it is Navi, Navi is one of the better teams at even coming back from anything. But yeah, if they get too many towers, it's gonna be hard for Navi to really do anything.
PR are kind of known as the Navi Slayers traditionally. They've had a lot of wins over them in the group stages. They even beat them in a BO3 at Tech Labs, I believe, last time. Didn't end up winning the tournament, but beat them in the winners bracket and then lost in the later on in the tournament. So, well, Power Rangers off to a good start again, leading 10-8, but 7,500 gold lead. Experience is dead even. It's a nice lead, but we've seen Navi in this position yesterday, and it ended very well for them. So PR can't be too complacent.
They're doing a few things, though, which are pretty smart. I mean, right now, they're just like, there's nothing really else to do. We took 4 towers already, and Earthshaker's getting pretty close to his blink. He's about 600 off. The Potom seems like he's more of like the hard support. He's only level 5 on him. He hasn't even picked up. He hasn't even gotten close to his ulti yet, so he hasn't been able to level that up. Venomancer is going for a Medallion. So this is the smart pickup that I was saying, is that they're just going to back up right now. Even though the Spectre's going to get some farm, they're going to back up, farm some Ancients, and then go straight for this Roshan and try to win that. With just getting more money and just overpowering Navi's team fight.
Do you think Navi can contest the Roche?
If they do have an AA and a Spectre, so I'd say yeah, because if everybody's clumped up in that bad position, which is, you know, obviously Roche's pit, they can get really wombo combo just from an AA blast, Spectre ulti, and then if the puck gets a decent coil or any spells off, it's going to be devastating for them.
Right. Well, that could end poorly. We'll see. H Apparitional flies through top. It'll hit Cheshire Cat. Just annoying harassment. And no vision, but they just want to scout, see if PR is up to what you were suggesting. Meanwhile, there's a smoke bottom. Blinks on Moon, and Funnick gonna take a fall here. He'll be shackled up after the Hex. The Fissure, the arrow, it's all used, and Funnick will fall. They get a nice kill on the Bounty Hunter. Havost's the one they really want to bring down, but speaking of static farming, now he's static farming as tier 3. So I guess the silver lining for Navi, you lose all these early towers. Well, Havost is even harder to gank, in theory.
Yeah. And yeah, they're fine with just farming this right now. I feel like they're just gonna be putting pressure on this bottom tower a bit with this Rasta bottom Earthshaker. And yeah, they do put an offensive ward on the jungle, which I think what they needed. And it looks like, wait, what? Earthshaker's getting a mech.
Mm, are you, is he?
He really is. He's a buckler and a hedgers on him.
Wow. Against Ancient Apparition.
Interesting. And we do see Puppy actually going for a mech rush too, and he does have it. So their team fight is pretty damn powerful, but they're not going to be able to contest this Roshan because Moon actually decided just to use wards and everything on it. So yeah, they're just going to get this Aegis up on Scandal. I think it's going to actually it might just go on the Rasta even.
Yeah, he's got a blink, so he could just start the fights and then die, come back.
Yeah, no, they
Use his
put it on
spells again.
Scandal.
Okay. Well, Scandal hits level 11. Midas paying off for him. 4 staffs up. Almost max exhort already. And this is where PR... the HF still comes in. They'll be a little peeved by that, but they should be able to take these tier 2s. And I think Na'Vi are just going to have to wait to defend at the base.
Yeah, and wow, Scandal did actually go for just maxing eggs already, not even a single point in Wex. So he's perfectly fine with just farming instead of just coming to team fights and just using Sunstrike and using his Forge Spirits just to push out lanes.
Uh-oh. Arrow. Nicely dodged by Dendi. But PR, which way will they go? Havos just picked up Relic. It is a naked Relic. Last time we saw him on Spectre, he went for Phase, Vanguard, and then Radiance, but this one will be a bit faster, so he has the 3 deaths, still on track for like a 15-60 minute Radiance, but even then, I mean, how good is the Radiance
Oh,
actually gonna
Funnick.
be?
No, Funnick.
Is there detection? There's none.
Oh, that was actually really weird.
Where is their detection?
Oh, Moon's blink was down. That's what happened. I was wondering why he didn't just blink and go on him there, but they just decided just to walk up and try on it, and they had no detection. Because this is a core Veno, remember. Cores can't carry detection.
Yeah, it's in the rulebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now they drop a sentry, so unlikely Funnick will get the jump. Speaking of sentries and wards, look at this PR map control. They've just got like a minefield of wards stretching from the bottom lane to the top. Well, most of the way to the top.
I mean, they don't really have a hard carry on PR, so they really are just going to try to end this game as fast as possible, because if it just starts going longer and longer, it's of course going to be leading more into Navi's favor, unless they just keep getting kills all over the place. Like, this is just, Navi can't really be getting picked off like this right now. They have to wait for the Radiance to get on the Spectre, and then try to, like, defend these towers, because if they just keep losing these towers and losing heroes, it's just going to get worse and worse for them, and Dendi's very close to Blink as well.
Yeah, Blink on the puck will be huge. Probably the most important hero outside of Favos not to die at this point. Orb will come in, and the tower... Glyph used for the tier 2. Just buying, I guess, a few extra seconds for Havos, but I figured they would save that for the high ground defense.
Yeah, I guess they figured, like, their lanes are out. They might as well just use it right now for the cooldown, just to delay it a bit, just for his ratings to come up. But
and the Necro book. I mean, like we talked about, PR probably not wanting to let this go late, and with the Veno as their final pick, definitely not wanting to let it go too late. They've got almost all the key components, though. The mech's going to come out if it's not already. No, 300 gold until the mech, but Pipe coming soon as well. Shadow Shaman building towards an Ags. Blink up on the Earthshaker. Or not the Earthshaker. Blink up on the Shadow Shaman. I mean, PR's pretty much ready to at least make a go at the base. Maybe take the tier 2 mid first.
yeah, and Havost is so squishy. I mean, he's doing the Radiance Rush, so he only has 800 life on him. So, I mean, they can kill him really easily, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see all of PR after they get this next pipe and this mech finished. They all just go for books and just try to bum rush the buildings.
The book rush, the book bum rush.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
I'm not sure why the Potom finished his drum. I mean, I guess he's trying to transition a bit, but if I was that Potom and I was on support, I would have just gone for the book here. He would have had book 1.
Yeah, and then the Spectre and Ancient Apparition might just like kill themselves on the books.
Yeah.
Or even Denny for that matter.
And
Arrow will
Dendy
come
did
in,
pick up his
connects
blink,
on Kuro, but no follow-up. Yeah, he does have his blink. But like you said, I think they just want to look to end this game with this next big push. At the very least, take down a tier 3, maybe force out some Navi buybacks. There will be a big smoke gank. FNG hiding in the trees. He's going to reveal it, and there's a blink silence onto the Shadow Shaman illusion, baits it out, and then just hiding.
This is so
cheeky play.
Oh wow, that's a great play though, because they saw the illusion. They're like, oh, our smoke broke. It's real. But this guy's just chilling in the woods right next to them. This is genius level positioning right here.
I guess what's a little strange is Navi didn't go look further. That is an unusual spot to check, though.
Yeah, I guess they assumed somebody must have been like invis or something, but Looks like
Yeah.
Navi might get caught with their pants down in the middle if this Earthshake can get a decent jump, but no, they're starting to back out now.
He's really like there's a Navi sentry here. He might be spotted up, but oh no.
Oh
That's
no.
not good.
Goodbye,
Track's there.
FNG.
This is their mech too. He's 100 gold away. They can't afford for FNG to die now, but it looks like he will be going down. 4 Navi heroes find him. What a prize. Sunstrike doesn't get off the Echo Slam in time. I don't know if it would have been enough damage, but well, in the end,
Would have been close.
you
Would've
go
been
on
very close.
a deep undercover mission like that for long enough, and I feel like inevitably they will end badly if you don't have a... They didn't really have a plan in mind with that. Like, there was nobody coming to help him or set up any kills.
Yeah. And Rasta, like you said, going for that Ags rush. We see Scandal. He's going to be picking up his book 2 right now. We see Venomancer. He's got his... Does he have that pipe finished up? He might have it almost finished. No, he's got the headdress, so he's getting close to the pipe. So they're probably going to just wait for that before they go for another push. Because they do have the... Although they do have the Aegis, they don't really want to fight too much. We do see Moon getting caught out of position right now in mid.
Yeah, 1,000 gold, or 1,000 HP, just not enough, and they bring him down with one more Janata crit. Oh, an
man,
important kill.
You said 1,000 gold, and I was like, what? He's on a killing streak? Oh god, Navi won.
No.
Those kill streaks, though, that shit's game ruining sometimes.
Oh, Blake silencing from Denny. The arrow's going to come through, but a nice phase shift. Echo Slam hits nothing but illusions. Oh, that was not a good Echo Slam. Now Havos coming in, but as you mentioned, very squishy. Barely able to get out of range. Survives for now. Funnick also on the retreat. He'll take a spill. Now Cheshire Cat giving chase, but doesn't have another Gale. Denny on the backside is just trying to find the cleat up here. The Aegis has been popped. He looks to make his way out to safety. He's done so successfully, but he might walk into the Sunstrike from Scandal, just barely missing. Navi finding the kills here, 2 for 1. And I think at least, did they get at least 1 track kill out of that? I think they did.
I'm not sure.
Well,
I know the
ES
bottom
was
was not a
tracked.
track kill,
I
but they
think
might have
ES
gotten the
was.
ES. Yeah, ES might have been tracked.
And, well, the graph suggesting that they got quite an advantage, and in fact, our teamfight recap confirming Navi with a pretty big swing their way off of that fight.
I love that team fight recap thing, by the way. It's pretty legit.
I'll let K-Pop Tosis know. And no, he's not for sale. You can't have him.
Oh, wow. Damn. But Dendy also got the courier there, too. So that's also a big,
Oh, jeez, that's
a
why
big
the
gold
gold
swing,
swung.
too. Yeah.
Wait, it died over here. What? Is that right? Because
Yeah, he orbed through, and then he blinked after it, and no one chased him. No one really saw Dendy at all. They were all concentrating on the team fight. So he just came around back again, and then he took out the Aegis and killed the bottom as well from the behind.
Okay. Because when I caught him when he was killing the Aegis, and then he orbed out. I did not see the start of the fight where he came around from behind though.
Yeah, he I actually just like bomb rushed the courier. It looked like it was a pretty funny move, but it ended up working out because they got the Rasta kill initially, so they got just good exchanges right there because they did kill the Earthshaker twice too. I mean, they found him with that 1 sentry ward, so he lost about 200 gold, so he was 400 gold from his mech, and then he goes mid, and then he dies again, so then he was even further from his mech. So good engagements coming out of Navi, and it's really good for them because now Havost at least has a Vanguard, so he has some tankiness under him.
Yeah. Now the drum's up on Funnick, and even a hero like your Dazzle getting an urn, Ancient Apparition getting closer to level 11. They just need to hang on, Navi. I feel like if they can just hang on 10 more minutes, not be forced to buy back a bunch, they're going to be in really good shape to defend and turn this game.
Yeah, and Potom actually goes for an Ogre Axe after his phase drum, so...
Oh,
and he's going to get picked off
That
here.
Ogre Club not going to save him now. Ancient Apparition comes through. Dendy drops the coil as well, and it's just an easy kill.
No.
Like you said, they can't be giving up this many kills to Navi. Sure, there was no track for that one, but it's just buying Havos time to farm. He goes back
It's
bottom. He's up
space
to
all over the
140
place.
CS. He was an 0-3 Spectre. He was feeding to the tier 1 at like 6 minutes trying to find kills on the offlane Shadow Shaman, and yet
Do
here
you see what
Havos
he's doing,
is.
though, down here? He's turning his Radiance off so that he doesn't push the lane out, so he has somewhere to farm.
What a player.
What a player.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dendy's-
I said feeding, but, you know, like, and it was an overextension for sure, but when it really matters, Havos has been making good decisions for the team overall.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Uh-oh.
this Navi team always try to find a... Even if they're in a horrible situation, which they were, the score was 6-1, of course, we saw.
And the
they were
courier was
starting to
dead,
lose.
had Dendy's bottle.
Yeah, had Dendy's bottle. Everything was just going wrong, but they're pulling out of this really well. I mean, Dendy's catching up a lot in farm. We look at the net worth, and yeah, although the Invoker is way leading him, I mean, Dendy's not doing so bad. He's at 7,500 net worth. He's about the same as this core roster that PR has, so.
Well, track gold definitely coming into play here. Navi have 0 towers, yet their supports are reasonably farmed. 4 staffs up on Kuroki, and as you mentioned earlier, Puppy's been doing pretty well for himself with the mech, the arcane boots now online. That track gold.
That track gold, man.
Oh,
But
Funnick.
it's and the dust comes out. There it is. I was waiting for it.
Oh, but this could be a good opening for Navi. They haunt in with the Radiance. Edge Apparitional connects on two. Now the Potom leaping out of the coil. The illusion bringing him low. Not killing him off yet. Now Havos gets more trapped. Oh, they just crush him with a meatball. Death by meatball. What a way to go for Havos. 2 down. 2 for 2 so far. But PR in pursuit with the Necro 3. Navi trying to fight their way out. Retreat for now. And looks like, oh, Dendi found a kill on the side. So brings down the Marana, who was very low at the start of the fight up in the tree line.
No track kills though, because Funny got picked off right in the beginning.
Yeah, and they did lose Havos too, but still it's like not a terrible trade for Navi.
I love these camera wards. They're so cute.
Which ones?
This camera ward in the mid lane, just a little camera, genuine wide angle. I guess
You
you
should
can
be able to
whatever.
see like from the ward's perspective. There should be a way to like get in the first person view. You know?
Yeah,
Be
that would
one
be
with
pretty
the
sweet.
camera.
Be one with the camera. I like that. That's good.
Never miss a kill again. What if you
Yeah,
could cut to the ward vision with like a hotkey in game? Oh man, that would be so sweet.
That'd be pretty sweet, man. You'd probably miss a lot of kills though.
Yeah, you'd miss a lot of kills. Oh boy.
I think that team fight though was a little bit strange coming out of like Navi. I mean, well, not strange, but they did get the coil on 2 heroes, but Dendi missed his silence. And if he had landed that silence, I think Havost would have actually ended up living there, and they would have hugely benefited from it. But the team fight actually just still went in a little bit in their favor, so it wasn't so bad. Even though Havost died, they got a couple kills out of it and everything. And now PR does pick up this Roshan and the Aegis. So it's looking good for them. They should be getting this. They have the book 3 up online for Scandal. He's got another 1,500 gold on him. They have a gem out, so they're going to start controlling the game a little bit more. And Dendi might find a couple kills here.
Oh, there's the blink silence. Coil is available, but he doesn't
no.
use it. Now gets shackled. Little hesitation from Dendi. Sunstrike to come in, but the Grave once there again from Curl. Will Dendi live through it? Phase shifting. Trying to dodge. Curl does get trapped. Will his sacrifice be in vain? Yes, it will. In the end, Dendi also falls to the poison damage. 2-0. This is the big Aegis for PR. With this Aegis, they need to break the base, I feel. Like, just getting a couple
Havost,
kills.
no.
Oh, the wards get dropped to Vost. Another Vit Booster and Phase Boots up. He's tanky, but not tanky enough. Almost Moon going down to just the dispersion damage, but 3 deaths. He did get the tower. Did force out the wards, I guess.
That's space. That's space right there.
Sure, he
He buys
dies,
some
but he
time.
does force out the wards, which means PR are not pushing without those.
Yeah. I mean, they're not even going to try to push right now with the wards down because they used the book 3 as well. Scandal's completely but now they do have the Ags finished up on the roster as well. So this is looking, I mean,
It could go either way, I feel like.
it still could go either way, of course, but it's really heavily in PR's favor right now. Once they gather up after they all heal up and the Rasta wards are coming up, they can really go high ground. But they still have to be very careful to not bunch up and get hit by a big AA ult. And we see Puppy picks up the gem, so he wants to fix some of this map control. And yeah, he's going to find some of these cameras.
those peep cameras all over the place. Scouting
They're
things
so
out.
cute. I don't know. I like them. Whatever, man.
Oh, Puppy doesn't like him. He's just blowing him up all over the place.
He's fine.
Why do
Why
they explode in a cloud of blood? Did you just see that? Like what?
I actually didn't. No.
When you
no.
zoom in, they bleed. These
All right, let's see
cameras
if he finds this one.
are
He's gonna
real.
find it in a second. There it is. All right, I'm zoomed in on it.
Oh, I didn't get
It
it.
actually bleeds.
Yeah, I missed that one. I zoomed in on Puppy, not on the camera. But either way, yeah, bloody cameras all over the place. For PR though, they have the pipe as well, something they did not have for the last push, and the pipe, like these are all the key items. I feel like they can't really get that much stronger from here though. Maybe they can get more books, but by the time they start getting more books, it's probably Havos getting really big. Maybe Puppy works towards an Ag, so I think this is the push for PR. Like, look to break the base, at least take 1 lane of Rex with this Aegis.
Yeah, and maybe they'll be able to find some people here. Maybe they'll be able to find a big team fight. But Navi's ready for this right now.
And the
They're all
dewarding really
sitting
comes
behind
into
him.
play. If they had this ward over here, might be able to set up a kill.
Maybe they're gonna go for it anyway. But that does not really look like that great of a position. Even if they do have this Aegis, they don't want to. They still don't want to bunch up. If they get hit by too big of a puck coil into the AA ult, it's devastating for them. Because of course, the mech is useless. I mean, yeah, pipe helps, but you don't want to be too bunched up.
Yeah, it's just
It's a
not
pipe.
enough if you get hit by that much.
Yeah.
But Havos will be in the front lines here. In theory, they're baiting him, but in practice, can they just burst him down in time? The blink initiation's there. Dendi counter initiates, drops the coil, the silence there as well. Drops very low. In comes everything onto Havos. He has the buyback haunt, though. Oh, this could go very poorly for PR. He'll buy back immediately. The haunt comes in, but they do Echo Slam Funnick. Kuro trying to heal him up, and the Venom ult just melting everyone. Havos suddenly finds a triple kill with the buyback. 4 heroes dead. Aegis down. They're going to lose Scandals. Well, Na'Vi are doing it again with the buybacks from Havos. Oh, man, this Spectre. Now you see why they love it so much. J4 will look to retreat. Aegis expended. Wards used up, and PR
nice
out of
regen.
momentum for the push.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, wow.
Scandal just snipes
Big
Puppy on the
Sunstrike.
backside. Barely caught it coming in, but, well, that's a nice kill for him.
Yeah, they got baited pretty hard there, though. I mean, Navi was all set up for that entirely, and yeah, they did get the kill on the Spectre, but he was banking on that. They were really just they were waiting for him to do that just so he could buy out and just jump right back into the team fight. And take a look at the goal graph. I mean, it's still pretty heavily in PR's favor, and they're gonna go try to do this again. But now they don't have their Aegis. Their wards are on cooldown, and Navi didn't really expend too much. Yeah, they used the buyout, but they got a lot of kills out of it, so it was worth it.
Yeah, according to the team fight recap, it was like a 2k gold swing in favor of PR, and that's including the buybacks as well. So that's where Na'Vi also used buybacks. Won't have them for this next
Funnick.
fight.
Oh, the force
Funnick.
staff.
Force staffed away, but into a Sunstrike! Oh, oh, that was close. Living life on the edge.
Yeah, that was really close.
But yeah, I mean, now if PR do win a fight in the next 3-4 minutes, Na'Vi don't have the Spectre buyback. So even without Aegis, PR may say this is our time to force it and try and win the game.
Yeah, and Havos actually goes for a Blade Mill right now, so they're gonna run right back at them and go to fight again. Because Na'Vi does not want to lose any of these high ground towers at all.
I do like this from Havos. There's no BKBs on PR. That's a lot of damage he could dish out, and the game will probably be won or lost before his buyback comes up, because it seems like PR are just going to clump up mid, stick around, wait for everything to come off cooldown, and I think everything's pretty much ready. Shadow Shaman wards are up. This is the push. If they
Navi
win
does
this
not
push,
want
this
them to
is
hit
game.
the base. They want to fight right outside the base. Yeah, see Puppy A ults they want to catch, and they catch through the coil.
Oh, they caught so many heroes. FNG immediately locked onto Havos in the backline to try to bring down J4 with the Blade Mail. Doing good damage, has not finished anyone off yet, and Havos now being focused by Scandal. Remember, doesn't have buyback, but gets Grave. Turns around on Scandal, doing a lot of damage. That's a huge kill streak to end. Earned up, healed up, kept alive now, still chasing onto Cheshire Cat. Na'Vi looking for a pickoff. It's a team wipe in the end. 5 heroes fall. And PR, they said, hey, Spectre has no buyback. This is our best shot we're going to get. And their best shot against... that might have even been a 4-hero coil, but that just was not enough.
Yeah,
Oy, oy, oy.
PR just really got wiped entirely there. They lost their gem. They lost 5 heroes for just an AA. And yeah, I mean, they just didn't really... I guess they didn't really expect them to just jump on them, but... That's the thing about Na'Vi. They know when they should take these fights. Some of these teams would have just waited on the high ground and waited for this team to walk up. But what you really want to do is you want to get the jump on them and not let them just do what they want to do. You want to make them play your game. So great move by Dendi and Puppy there, just forcing the engagement right outside of the base. So the roster wards got dropped late and not even hitting a tower or anything at all. So they got 0 damage done on their tower, and they got huge turnaround in that game. So that's what, 4,000 gold onto Na'Vi's favor, and the experience graph completely evened out.
Yeah, like you said, I think the key is you don't let PR set up the way they want to, which is getting to the high ground with the creep wave, pop the pipe, drop the wards. Well, Funnick might get caught out mid. There's a Scythe here, and now a follow-up. The Hex, they lost their gem, so can't actually bring them down. Then he throws out a track on the way out, but they want to set up shop with everything. Shadow Shaman wards, the pipe, have the BKB ready on the bottom. Maybe the mech gets popped when they start dropping low before Ancient Apparition ult. They didn't get to do that, and then the fight, they just never developed the way they wanted it to. So, like you said, Na'Vi just not giving them a chance to get ready.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's just hard for PR at this point. Now it looks like they're trying to pick up some BKBs on all their heroes so they don't get just decimated by the Dispersion and the Radiance and all the other spells, of course, that Na'Vi has. And, yeah, I mean, the BKBs might help a bit, but like we were saying before, the longer this game goes, just the more and more in favor it goes toward Na'Vi, because not only just because of the Spectre, but also because the track money just starts to pile up. If they get a couple of more items on their heroes, it's just going to be scary. And Dendi is about, what, 200 gold, 150 gold from his Sheepstick as well, so it's looking to start turning around. The tides are beginning to turn.
I think the tides may have already turned.
Yeah.
Gold is still PR's way in theory, but And it's even more their way than the graph will show because of the buybacks from Navi, but it's just Navi's team does so much more with the gold at this stage of the game, and especially with any additional gold. Deaddy getting
Yeah.
his Hex, Havos getting pretty close to a heart. I mean, still needs the Reaver and the recipe, but over halfway to the Reaver, which is quite a value item on its own. So
Yeah, for
I am
sure.
worried for PR.
Yeah, me too. I mean, this is it's starting to just really, really turn toward Navi's favor. And although Roshan spawns up now, they do know that, and it is Cheese and Aegis, so they'll be able to maybe secure that with the Rost awards and get an Aegis and a Cheese. But
I feel like Navi could fight this Rosh, but it's a bit risky, I guess.
nah, not under the wards. The wards and the medallion and everything just really bring down the Rosh way too quickly for them to be able to get there in time, and they're out of
Oh,
position.
I meant if they were in position,
Yeah,
but
yeah, if they were in position for sure. I mean, they already are starting to pick up so many items, and yeah, like I was saying before, the pit's not really the best place to fight versus Navi's lineup.
but as you point out, they're not near the pit, not looking for it. So
Yeah, maybe they didn't expect such a quick Roshan spawn because I think that was one of like the minimal times. It was really fast Roshan respawn. And yeah, this Earthshaker just decides, I'm just not going Blink. I'm not going anything like this.
I'm
I'm
going
just gonna get a
cheese.
casual arcane, casual energy booster.
Yeah, you can. Oh no, you can't disassemble the tranquil boots anymore. So
Yeah,
you don't get the value disassemble, reassemble.
that would be so broken if you could disassemble those.
You used to be able to with axe. Like people, I would do that in pubs. Just get
Yeah, I would
tranquil.
always do that, of course. I would
Yeah,
buy Tranquils on almost anyone because then you can just make such good items out of it. You can just switch to your Bassi. It's,
old tranquils
but
are just stupidly broken.
I think the new ones are really damn good too, though. I
Yeah.
think they're really underrated. A lot of people look at them like, oh, they get deactivated when you attack. That sucks. It's like, what? No. Just
Well,
drop them.
yeah, you could just drop them when you're jungling as well, and pick them
Yeah.
up after you kill the creeps. So they still have a lot of utility.
Yeah, for
And they're
sure.
just cheap, like especially with Blink Dagger having 0 mana cost. Like heroes like Earthshaker can just rush a Blink after Tranquils if they want. I mean, I still think he needs the Arcanes, but you know,
Yeah, I've been seeing a couple people do this Tranquil Soul Ring build on the Earthshaker again now. But I'm not
yeah.
sure. It doesn't seem too bad.
Arcanes do offer your team a lot more utility as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. I mean, the
Either,
Soul Ring's just a greedy item.
either way, Fog Navi just gonna farm Favost. I
Hmm.
guess the main consideration is sure he could buy the heart, but probably better to save for the buyback and make
Yeah,
sure
for
he
sure.
has it
He's just,
first.
and they're all just playing around him. Like they know they don't need to get farm on any of these other heroes. I mean, wow. Well, as I say that, actually, I took a look at Kuroki and he has a veil on Dazzle. I was like, what?
What an item to pick up for this team.
Where did he get all that money? That track money just really paying out. He's got Force Staff and veil, and I haven't really pointed out too much about Kuroki, and he's got some great graves this game.
That is a tongue twister, and
Yeah, I
to
know,
say
right?
the
I was
least.
like, who?
Hua, indeed. Speaking of track gold, we may or may not have a track gold counter in the works, so
Oh, not
look
yet,
look
huh?
forward to that. Can get the all the real stats for yourself.
Wow,
Yeah,
come
we
on
have a
now.
lot of like gold counters in the work. I guess I shouldn't be spoiling it, but
Shh,
it's
don't
okay.
spoil.
Shh, nobody's watching. This isn't a
No one's
Navi game or anything.
watching. Yeah, like, and it just looks like PR just doesn't really know what they can do. It looks like they're just like, huh, now what? They
I
they
heard a
can't go for
Sunstrike
these
by the way,
towers.
but I don't think it did anything.
Was Oh, he did. Casual Sunstrike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he Sunstrike. Maybe just
Oh, that's another one you could have, an indicator for where Sunstrikes are.
oh, there
There you
you
go.
go. Brian, you take
Take notes, take notes.
free consultation from Fog Dota.
Wow,
Not even
that'll be
charge you as your hourly rate, huh?
yeah, I know. Wait a minute. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
You can't do that. You're casting. You have to say something.
Damn it. I'll just drink my water.
Yeah. Well, Navi just gonna wait. They'll wait out the Aegis. They'll look to wait out the cheese. If well, not wait it out, but just let PR be forced to use it in a non-ideal position. They're just in no rush to fight. Get more farm up. Ultimately, their supports may not be that farmed outside of the Dazzle, but they win one team fight, and Puppy gets like 3-4 heroes track gold, and all of a sudden he'll have most of his eggs. So the clock's really against PR, and they got to do something soon. I feel.
Yeah, I mean, if I were in their position, I wouldn't really know what I would want to do right now. It's just like, huh, we're versus a Spectre AA Puck. We can't push at all. We can farm, but we're just gonna lose in the end. Yeah, we can throw out the books, we can throw the Force Spirits, the other lanes, which Scandal's doing a great job of keeping that lane really pushed in. But all that really does is just give Spectre full free farm, and then he's just gonna join the fight anyway with Han. So I mean, yeah, you're keeping the lanes pressured in, but he can just come to the team fight whenever afterwards. And Navi's just sticking together with the rest of their heroes. So I don't really know what PR can do at this point other than just farm and just hope to God that they just get an amazing team fight somehow and win.
It's just hard for them to get a team fight. I guess Earthshaker, sure he doesn't have Blink, but even if he did, there's a lot of ways to just disable that Blink. Ancient Apparition Ult, Spectre Haunt, Puck Blink Initiation, and I don't know, they don't really have the best ability to start fights at this stage of the game. Maybe Shadow Shaman blinks in and hexes, but Navi have good counter initiation. They have the Grave. They have a lot of elusive and tanky frontline heroes, whether it's your Puck, your Bounty Hunter, your Spectre. Speaking of Bounty, has BKB Vlad, so getting a lot harder to deal with. I just don't know what PR do at this point. Like you said, I think it's almost like they have to wait for Navi to make a mistake, which is not how their lineup's designed to work. Their lineup's designed
Yeah,
to
not
just
at
have
all.
Juan by now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and Vos picks up his heart now, so they're just gonna play around him, and that's exactly what they're doing. While PR just they just it looks like they're lost. I mean, like I said before, I would be lost too. I don't know what you're supposed to do anymore. You have to try to get a pick off, but Navi is not gonna give any more kills now. They're just gonna sit
They
behind Havos.
they've been 4 manning behind Havos for like 8-10 minutes straight, and why not?
Yeah.
They've got all their core items. I don't think there's any big items their backline heroes need. Maybe the Ancient Apparition Ags, but that's just a luxury, honestly. They can win fights without it. The one thing I guess PR can go for is just the mass BKBs, and it seems to be the intention here. Scandal
Yeah, it
hasn't
looks
gone
like
for one yet, getting close, but they have one up on the Mirana. The Shadow Shaman's working towards his, and Cheshire Cat has his. Most of Navi's damage is magical for now. So, mass BKBs, maybe it gives them one last boost to try and push over the top and win the game, but I
I like
don't
how you
know.
say for now. We haven't even really had Weave really even do much in these team fights, I don't think. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, there's always that to worry about, too.
Yeah.
And now the Aegis is expelled, and now PR are trying to push, but with no Aegis, this feels very dubious.
They're so scared though. They have no idea where Navi is, and now they're starting to see the ports. But they get the wards down, and they're actually going to get a good amount of damage on this tower at least in the meantime. And now they're probably just going to back up because they don't want to get caught out of position at all.
Well, so far Navi have not fully retreated back. They're expecting PR to retreat, but doesn't seem like it's happening. The tower's going to fall. Wards are still dropped. Havos does take a tower and should have buyback along with the heart now. He just secured his buyback, and now it looks like Navi want to make their move. But PR catching out the backline supports who are coming in for the flank. In comes the Haunt to start the fight. Pipe gets deployed immediately. Puppy has not found a good Ancient Apparition ult. He'll just throw it out on a single hero, connects onto the Earthshaker, and that's it, really. Now, Spectre going to work on the backside, kills the Veno off even through his BKB. But is that enough? There's no Haunt at this point. Dendy comes in, blinking forward, gets off the silence. The coil has already been used, and Havos just charges into 4 heroes. Full 3 YOLO mode at this point. I think he's going to kill most of them. He didn't get off his Blade Mail, though. Oh, with the Blade Mail, he would have easily gotten 4 heroes. He's still going to get a few, though. Brings down the Spectre. Triple kill for Havos without the Blade Mail. Imagine if he had it, and they even see FNG here. Havos, is he going to go for him? Surprised he's not chasing. Oh, Shoryuken secures the kill. Gem is down. Navi find 4. What just a chaotic fight.
Yeah, and this is the power of the Spectre. I mean, they were all of them were beating on him, and Puppy got caught out of position. Puppy and Kuroki and got caught kind of out of position there. And even though that happened, he just was killing everyone on his own. He's just standing there. Dispersion just absolutely just destroys people. They didn't have their BKBs up, and they didn't even have BKB on some of the other heroes. So, yeah, they just got melted by that, and he didn't even get his Blade Mail off.
Yeah, imagine if he
I
had
wish
used
he
the
had.
Blade
They
Mail.
all would have died. It would have been quite a
It would have
show.
been. I think it would have been a rampage, or at least an ultra kill just from the blade mail dispersion damage.
Yeah.
Yesterday
Ridiculous.
he got a double kill from dispersion, just tanking 4 heroes,
Yeah.
who I think even had a mech and used it. Oh, Havos narrowly dodging away here. Oh, also dodged the Gale, just putting on the
Sidestepping.
Nikes.
Dancing.
Barry Havos Sanders on the move, and now
Has he got
Cheshire
his
Cat.
skull?
Oh, just
Oh,
full
wow.
dive. No, I'll be fine. They take the tower now. Navi probably just gonna track retreat out. Moon, he wants to go in, but he just can't justify it.
Wouldn't be Dota without a pause.
I feel like PR it's slipping away. It was such a good start too. 6-1 was the lead. They killed the courier, had Dendy's bottle on it. Every single lane was struggling, had died. Havost had died. The puck was just neutered fully. Ended up like 20 plus CS behind in the mid lane before the bottle came back, before the courier respawn. The supports had to TP top. Havost had to TP top after dying. They were playing musical lanes. They were very far behind, and Navi just They're so good at the comeback, honestly.
Yeah,
Just
they're recovering amazingly well. I mean, it's just all over the place. I mean, Puppy doesn't even opt for the Ags this game either. I guess he's like it's not even necessary really. So he just goes for 4 step. He just goes for survivability.
yeah, and I guess to be fair, there have been a few fights where he got caught out, so better to help keep himself alive, get off a regular ancient apparition over maybe dying, not getting off one at all. Keep that Spectre alive too, I guess. Not that he really needs the help at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. He's got another what 5,000 gold up on that Spectre now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
this is gonna be
looking
hard
grim.
for PR.
Looking grim.
Well,
Eh.
big win for Navi though. I mean, for them, they had not like secured a trip to the land finals. Technically, they still have not, but 9-1. It's hard. It gets harder and harder to see them not making the cut. They only need a few more wins. Empire got in at 12-1, so Navi, I think 3 more wins and they're guaranteed in.
Yeah. Well, this game really shows that they want to secure their position there. They even though they were losing so hard, they knew like this isn't a game to joke around in at all. They knew exactly what to do and they just did it. And now they're coming back through it. Even though PR has been playing really well, they made a couple mistakes, but Navi overall just playing really good Dota on their part and just recovering.
Guys, if you're just joining us, we've got 4 more BO1s coming your way today. It's Starladder Season 9. We're getting ready for the land finals, ramping up, and coming up next, we'll have some games with Cloud9. I believe Navi plays at least one more game. Maybe we can see our full schedule here if we continue to have a pause. Everyone has reconnected, though. Or, no, sorry, no one disconnected. They just paused. Um, do we have a schedule ready to go, Brian? Or
Come on, Brian.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah. You don't. Yeah, I got to show him how to set up the schedule in the overlay software. But uh,
Just blame him anyway.
yeah, I'll just. Yeah, come on, Brian. Get your act together, man. What's your problem? I can go look it up while I'm waiting. But yeah, we've got some good games today. Today's a pretty crowded schedule, and you have teams like Cloud9 who are close but not quite in yet. You've got Sigma. I don't know if they play today, but they're also in the contention. Yeah, coming up next, we have Roxkiss versus Navi. Roxkiss, another team that's on the cusp, as this game will on pause. Then Fnatic versus Empire. Then Cloud9 versus VP. So lots of epic European Dota down the stretch. Most of the best teams like getting their games in now.
I think this might be one of the better games that we'll see today, though. This was really, really action-packed and everything. And I mean, PR just played pretty damn well early, even though Navi made a lot of mistakes. They took advantage of those mistakes and did what they needed. And Dendi's actually going to engage.
That's a big dive just to maybe kill off the Mirana there, and won't
And
commit
Roche
to.
respawns.
Oh boy, now Havos double damager, and he's just waiting for it to start the team fight. Oh, this was the ruin of easy wins.
Yeah, now they're gonna go for an engagement here.
And they don't
Dendi
see this
sees an
DD run
opportunity.
either.
Yeah.
This could end very poorly. And
Meanwhile,
he could just camp it. Why
yeah,
not?
it's just chilling.
He sees
He's gonna
creeps.
go pushing.
He sees creeps.
Oh, and this Frosta might actually get caught out of position here. Oh, he saw the Spectre.
He's like, team, back up, but it's too late. Denny's already gone in. He drops the Hex, but he gets hexed in his own. Definitely Blast is there. Doesn't get off the coil or the silence. Then Funnick runs in. Doesn't BKB. Funnick might go down as well. Spectre trying to do what he can on the backlines, but they lose their gem. They lose 2. That's going to be the Roche as well. Navi not out of the woods just yet. And they blew the haunt. And PR, do they go Roche? Do they even consider just going down mid? Oh, they'll go
That
Roche.
Sunstrike just missed Kuroki in the fountain too.
Oh,
Kuroki
I
moved
didn't
after
even
the
hear it.
teleport, so that was a good play by him.
But wow, what a turn of events. I guess in good news for Navi, Havos doesn't die, can make most of his next item and still have buyback, but wow, Navi just looked like a commanding position in PR. Where there's a will, there's a way. Big win
That
for
was a
them.
big play from Scandal though. I mean, that's really what you need to do to win these team fights. If they can just disrupt Dendi from getting all of his spells off, it's gonna be a win for them. I mean, the Hex was perfectly timed. He got it as soon as Dendi blinked in, and he just got caught with his pants down, basically. He didn't really expect that coming. And,
It looks
I mean,
like Scandal had it like already, like the command already punched in before the blink. Like he had hexed, move commanded, like hexed him before he actually blinked in, and so it just went off almost instantly. But yeah,
and,
well done.
And Navi, oh wow, good 4-step there by Puppy saving his teammate.
Oh, Scandal.
Scandal might actually get killed here.
Is there enough follow-up? In comes Savos. They're going to start chasing. Scandal
They don't
doesn't
have
have much
reveal.
backup. Where's the team? Do they have him? No, they lost their gem in the last fight, and the other one's not here. Ancient Apparition ult, though, will connect on Scandal. Is it enough damage?
No, it's not.
No. But they don't want to... I mean, this is like... You finally got the Aegis. You've got to sign... You've got to pulse again. Don't
They forced
throw
the
this one
BKB
away.
though. Scandal BKB'd for some reason there.
You can still you can still shatter though, right?
Yeah. Wait, Shatter?
Yeah, you can still shatter through BKB. But it stops you from taking the damage, right? So,
But he wasn't even close to shattering. He was
yeah.
300 HP from whatever. Better safe than sorry, I guess. But
Maybe I was thinking maybe thought Havost's Haunt was off cooldown, but I don't think you blow Haunt just for an Aegis, considering then PR might just try to 5-man down mid after that.
yeah. I mean, but the way that Navi plays, like most teams, you would have seen Havas jump into that team fight as soon as Dendi went to try to initiate, but he didn't because Dendi didn't get his spells off. They called instantly as soon as that happened. Puppy was probably like, back, get out of there. And Havas, although he ulted, he just did not jaunt in. He knew better at that point. They were gonna lose the fight if Dendi did not get his spells off.
Yeah, and if he came in and also died, that may have been enough momentum for PR just to go win the game right away. So I guess he
Maybe,
did
I
a
mean,
buyback, but
yeah, he does have a ton of gold, and he's actually buying his butterfly. He's finishing up his item rather than saving the buyout this time.
well. Oh, he doesn't actually have the gold yet, though. He doesn't have talisman. Oh, wait, no, he's got the talisman on the hero. Never mind.
Yeah, he's got it. And he's actually, you know what, he might actually just be able to get the farm bottom. That might be enough to get him his bio. It's going to be close, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, the courier's coming in. Will deliver his butterfly. He does have Haunt online, so he's got a way back to the base. There will be a blink in just to drop the wards. Payload deployed. Focusing on Dendi. They're doing a lot of damage. The fissure comes through as well. Range Rex has fallen. And now, Funnick cleaning up the wards. All the wards will drop. Now FNG on the chase. Puppy 4 stepping the high ground, just buying time for Avos. Butterfly's up. Doesn't have buyback, though. 370 gold short. He's trying to farm it now. Doesn't want to join the fight without it. And he may well get it before this fight truly erupts. Just a range Rex. Navi hanging on by a thread. Even if they lose this fight, though, potentially they can still hold. Now Havost on the chase. He's going to find some heroes. Goes right in. Straight in with the Blade Mail as well. They can't really focus him here. Ancient Bristol comes through. Will connect on FNG. Not enough damage to get the kill. And they lost the raid. They lost the melee Rex to the Necro Books. The Zoo has done it.
The Zoo has done it.
They've broken one lane.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a Rex, but it's not too much. But it is a small victory right there for PR. And they did not lose the Aegis. Did they even use the cheese? No, they didn't use the cheese either. They used nothing there. So now they're just going to go back. They're getting a little bit of farm up. And yeah, I mean, this game is, even though it does go to Navi's favor, the later and later it goes, if it goes super, super late, I mean, if they get enough sheep sticks and stuff out and BKBs all over PR, it could still go both ways. It's a really close game.
And they could also get stuff like, I guess Moon has kind of stopped farming. I was going to say maybe we see a refresher on him, but... Oh, Ancient Bristol coming to the fountain. No, never mind. Just hitting mid randomly.
By the way, I was thinking before, you can't shatter. You can't shatter when you have BKB on. You don't die. You still have the effect on you, but you don't die.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive. Almost positive.
Hey, Ben, can you shatter
Maybe I'm
when you're in
bad.
BKB from Ancient Bristol? No? Okay. Merlini is with you on this one, so you got some
Okay, good.
backup here.
I'm definitely right then, because Merlini's never wrong.
Yeah, except when he is. Well, they'll look to push him in here. Fissure and Arrow both connect on the votes. Could be a good initiation. Denny's not really in position to go in yet, but then again, this is a Spectre with a heart and a butterfly.
Not really the target that you want to jump unless he's completely out of position with no backup. And wow, they're saving so much gold. Funnick has 5,000 gold. He's like, what do I get here, guys?
I feel like his items are pretty irrelevant this game, though. He's just here for the track. Maybe he gets a Hex.
Yeah, maybe. The Hex would probably be good. Hex or maybe even Lincoln's just throw it on Havos, make him completely unkillable.
Well, Power Rangers throw out a tornado. Scouting, it will clip Funnick, but not really the hero they want to be jumping. And still just a standoff mid, but Navi feel way more confident now with buybacks on Dendi, as well as Havos, and the Bounty Hunter to a lesser extent. This is a lineup.
Oh, an Illusion Rune. That's a big rune right
no.
there.
Oh boy, he can push out bottom with this and send the rest to go mid.
Yeah, and that's what he's gonna do, for sure.
Well, PR won't be able to draw Navi back. They'll keep on sieging. But Navi also a bit tentative about committing here. Sure, Havosta's buyback, but Dendi doesn't have boots of travel.
I think they're just waiting for this Aegis to go down, because it's about 30 seconds, and they probably have the timer on that one. I mean, Scandal does have buyout, too, so he can come right back in the fight, because he does have bots as well.
Yeah, just hanging around mid, biding their time.
Such patience.
Such patience indeed. Well, it's about to end, and Navi will smoke. They'll make their move towards mid. Havos kind of hanging on the backside. There will be a wraparound. Puppy not leading the way, though. It's actually Dendy.
Yeah,
Or it is Puppy. It's not
perfect
Dendy.
timing too.
They're going to find Moon right as he walks up the hill. Uh-oh. That's not how PR want to start this fight. Now that Blake Hex initiation on the Moon, they'll catch him out. Scandal, BK being going to work on Funnick. Will bring down the Bounty Hunter, and Havost on the sidelines looking for his way into this fight. I think he was scaled here, though. He's rather slow, but gets off the blade. Now charges onto FNG. Can they focus Havost out? Even if they do, remember, he has buyback. Oh, no, he already used Haunt, though. I don't know what Havost is going to do this fight with the Haunt being down. He might go down here. He'll at least buy back to be able to defend. That's 1,000 gold bounty. Does he even bother? 2 for 2 in the end. And Scandal now looking for the third kill. Kuro's going to fall. You do have to wonder, should Havost have just held the Haunt and save for buyback? Haunt. Because look how low these heroes are. I guess part of that was the initial Haunt damage, but I just feel like that Spectre buyback Haunt is so game-changing.
Yeah, now Scandal picks up a full Ags, so he's gonna have a full arsenal of spells. We're gonna be seeing tornadoes and meteors and everything flying all over the place really quickly.
And Scandal definitely has those fast fingers, so.
I'm just not too sure about that Ags pickup though. I don't understand really why you would do that when you have 7,000 gold or something. I don't know. I think a refresher is a million times better at this point, especially since he has so many other items on him.
Yeah, double hex, double BKB.
Double BKB, double force staff. Like I think that's a pretty strange pickup, and I think that's a pretty relevant pickup. He shouldn't really be going for this Ag. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have gone for this Ags. It might even have a big negative impact on him, but we'll see. I mean, that was a really good team fight coming out of them, even though they lost their roster right in the beginning.
Yeah, he's pretty much 6-slotted at this point. I don't really see what Scandal would drop. Maybe like a force staff, I guess. But that's a pretty useful item for Invoker.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, at this point, Na'Vi, have they actually won? It seemed like an obvious recipe for success. Take it late, Turtle, get your Spectre 6-slotted. Well, he's not fully 6-slotted. There's items he can replace here, the Blade Mail, the Vanguard, but he's pretty damn close.
PR looks they're feeling good. They're going high ground right now. It looks like they have 9 seconds till of spawns. Puck picks up his Ethereal Blade. Funnick picks up his AC in a second off the Courier. Yeah, so they're not gonna have buyout on that like any of their heroes across Na'Vi except for the Spectre.
Yeah, Na'Vi feeling like the way that fight went, they need more items. They can't just rely on their big team fight combination. Tornado will come through, connects on Kuro. Not quite ready to go yet, though, is PR. And with mid lane pushing in, they just want to siege. Maybe they even wait for the next round of wards. Favos getting stunned, the Fissure's there. But they might just wait. Sunstrike brings Dendy down to about half HP.
And now they're backing up. Yeah, they're just gonna slowly whittle down at the tower because it did about half damage to that tower.
Yeah, just wait for the wards to respawn and then, or to cool down and then go again.
Yeah,
this
now
could work.
Whole woods.
At some point, Na'Vi will have to fight. I guess maybe Navi's happy to wait for their buybacks, but still, 1 lane of Rex down. If Na'Vi lose one more big fight, I don't know. Na'Vi a really good late game lineup in terms of their damage output, but they don't have much pushing power. So it's not like if they win a team fight, they have like the Tiny Wisp, where they could just go win the game instantly and kill your base. They're still tier 2s up. They have not even scratched the base. So Na'Vi have to win multiple fights here to turn this game.
Yeah, and PR is just getting a lot of gold on basically across all their heroes. I mean, the roster already basically has what you want as a roster. The next pickup could be like a Sheep or a Refresher, of course. But he has his Blink, he has his BKB, he has his Ags, and his Veno too. He has everything he needs, and he has 5,000 gold in the bank. So if he wants, he can go for a Book 3, or he can buy a full Ags or something like that.
Basher.
Basher.
Wow.
Wait, what did he get rid of? Oh, he got rid of the Vanguard for the Basher.
That is a very unusual Spectre pickup.
I guess they feel like they need damage in the team fights. They don't really have so much damage, it seems like.
Yeah. I guess how good is Diffusal Blade really at this stage of the game? That's like the other main thing. He doesn't have Manta either, though.
Uh-oh. Autumn just got 4-stepped onto the hill.
Well, she's trapped out for now, but Funnick comes in. Now the Haunt will be deployed, and they'll look to make the initiation. Not really sure if they're going to find anyone important. J4 does fall, but not the biggest here to bring out. Havos jumps right in, but he gets Echo Slammed. He gets dunked. He's dropping quite fast. The wards are here. They bring Havos down. He's already used Haunt. He does have buyback, but well, what can he really do? Maybe Na'Vi don't have this late game after all. They've lost their Spectre. They'll lose Puppy too, and Scandal once more. He still has the Hex ready. They'll bring him down, and I think wards? No, wards were used in the fight, but still, they'll send the Zoo bottom. The creeps are pushing him mid. Maybe Na'Vi can turn this with a buyback, but once again, just not getting a good initiation off.
PR's got this. I'm rooting for PR right now. This is good. It's good
I'm
stuff.
always if they win, we know what song we're playing. That's for sure. But
Oh God.
I'm always rooting for PR just because of their name.
And they forced the buyout too, so they're just gonna back up. They're happy with that. I think they don't want to lose anybody. And Chester Cat maybe gets gone on, but a good four step by Scandal.
Dendy does want to make this buyback matter for Favos, but Iceball gets the point. Scandal's still absolutely fine here. Just waiting, biding his time. Well, now the track comes in, but Havos so slow through the ice wall. E-Blade thrown out as well. Scandal might die here. And in fact, looks like he will. He has BKB TP out, but I don't know if he'll be able to get out in time. No way he does at this point. Radiance will tick him down. Well,
He
that
could
is a
have.
pretty big kill.
Oh no, never mind. Puck had the gem. I guess he realized that Puck had that gem. Because I was gonna say he could have BKB to get rid of the track and ghost walked, but the gem was online.
Yeah, no way to escape, and he just had taken too much damage to try and BKB TP out, so...
He four staffed his teammate too. That's what you get. Helping buddies, save your buddy syndrome. And we do see a full AC picked up by the Venomancer. So instead of the Ags or anything, he decides to just go, you know what? We need some armor on us. We need to just be able to bring down these towers. Minus armor on the tower is going to be really helpful. And yeah, this is looking... This is a good game.
Yeah, this
game.
is a damn good game. 56
It's
minutes.
been one of the better games I've seen in quite a while. I mean, yesterday were some crazy games too, of course, but...
Yeah, but even then it was like Navi had the big turnaround and the game was just over for Cloud9, whereas this game, I thought it might have a similar result, but PR are just digging deep, and their item selection has been very savvy overall. Like the mass BKBs, really strong choice, going for the early Necrobook on the Invoker, the Pipe to help deal with Ancient Apparition. They've just made the right moves.
Navi goes for a smoke. They know Roshan just spawned, so they're gonna go try to pick somebody off and just maybe even get a good team fight. Because the Rosh Pit, like I have been saying, is a great place for them to fight. But it's also a good place for PR to fight at this point because they do have all their BKBs online. Earthshaker finally finishes his up, and now they do have the 5 BKBs.
Havos going on a little stealth mission. Tried to buy something from the shop, I think. Oh, he bought his Relic, but I think he had the Courier selected, ended up buying it on the Courier instead. So, Roche dropping low, in comes the H Apparition ult. Haunt is there, but Aegis does go the way of the Earthshaker of all heroes. Now the BKB on Funnick. On the backside, Havos jumps right in, but he's jumped into an Ice Wall, into mass BKBs, and they're just gonna bash him down. I think Havos is just straight up dead. 4 heroes there, the Grave. I don't know if that's gonna matter, though, Havos. He'll die here eventually. Maybe he gets a kill before going down. He's completely locked down. Does nothing, and Havos used buyback. That means no Havos for 110 seconds. Power Rangers, the Navi Slayers, might have just done it again. Dendy now trying to orb his way to safety, but to what end? How can Navi hope to hold without their Spectre? And, well, they might lose more here. Another Blake, a Hex on Dendy. Power Rangers, where there's a will, there's a way. And there's some skill here, too, for this team. They'll barrel down bottom lane. They're going for the jugular. And I think Navi are toast.
Yeah, that's gonna be game. They should just go for... I guess they're going to go for the racks, but I think they should just go for the base here.
There's some buybacks, but there is no Spectre for 80 seconds. The Power Rangers should definitely know that. They know they forced that buyback earlier, and they're just going to keep on pushing.
Yeah, Dendy did steal the cheese there in the team fight in the beginning, in all of it, but it just wasn't really enough. They got... Yeah, they just got really just out team fought. I mean, there's too many items overall on PR now. They all have BKB, so...
Well, they will bring down FNG here. Power Rangers... Some BKBs back up, but the Rex is not dead yet. Actually, it's very low. Very, very low. They really want to kill this Rex off at the very least. Cheshire Cat goes in. A few more Plinks will bring it down. Hex onto Funnick. Navi's still stalling, though. Just a melee
Creeps
Rex.
in mid, though. Taking down those tier 4 towers really hard right now.
Ancient Apparition ult comes in, and yeah, the creeps are just pounding away. Not just there, but also the tier 3 top. And as long as they keep on applying pressure bottom, Navi are going to have a tough time defending. Ancient Apparition ult was already used. The tier 4s are both about to fall here. This one's a deny range. This one about to be a deny range. The tier 3's down as well, and the racks are exposed. And it feels like just one more good push. Sunstrike onto Puppy, just to let them know that Scandal's still out there. One more good push should do it for Power Rangers.
Yeah. I guess buying that Abyssal Blade was not the best choice.
Fuck, what do you think about the Spectre? Not just the Abyssal Blade pickup, but he has not been saving Haunt, like, for his buyback. There was a fight mid where he had buyback gold, but just choose to Haunt at the start of the fight. Do you think he should just be saving it and then using it after the buyback? Or
I mean, it all depends on how the fight's going, but yeah, for the most part, I don't really understand why he wouldn't just save for after the buyout just to Haunt back in. But some of these fights aren't going in their favor, not because of that. It's just because they're getting engaged on a bit. They're getting jumped. They're not getting the jump that they were getting before with the, like I was saying, when they get jump outside the base instead of letting PR hit the high ground. They just haven't been able to do that again, really. And now PR is just picking up a lot of items. This Bottom's actually starting to deal a ton of damage. He has MKB, Mjolnir. So, yeah, they're just I mean, Navi's just not really, yeah, like I'm saying, they're not really getting the jumps that they needed at this point, and yeah, it's showing.
And as it goes late, Power Rangers just have so many reliable stuns. The blink hex from the Shadow Shaman, the Force Staff hex from the Invoker, Mask disable from the Invoker, ES mass AoE stuns. You look at Navi, where are the actual lockdown spells here? There's just nothing. They have nothing on BKB really, aside from right click. But their right click is mostly magic damage. Just the Spectre main hero who hits hard, and he spends the entire fight hexed. I almost
Yeah,
wonder if Havos should go BKB, as odd as it sounds for a Spectre.
I mean, he might have had to. I mean, at this point, it's a little bit too late to be saying that, but yeah, versus a Rasta as a hard carry, one of the items that you usually want to get. I know Spectre does not ever really want to get that BKB, but Rasta makes a big difference. That hero has an insane amount of control just on him alone. And then including the Invoker having his own sheep stick, deafening blast and everything, because now this Invoker he's max level. So all of his spells are maxed out. So deafening blast disarms for 4 seconds, it pushes back, it does all these amazing things. And yeah, and now, yeah, Scandal's going to be pushing out this top lane. He has bots, so he can come to his team whenever he wants to. And Navi's really under so much pressure right now.
They're under the gun, and we do check the buybacks here one more time. There's a Shadow Shaman buyback, Aged Apparition, and Bounty Hunter, but none of the key heroes have it. There's about a minute to go on some of the cooldowns, well, mainly the Invokers, and oh, bottom lane, there is a Haunt initiation onto Moon. They try to bring out the Shadow Shaman, who does get just blown up, but just a Haunt for a Shadow Shaman. Nope, they found one more. It was the Earthshaker, who does drop a gem on the way out. But, hey, Haunt's on cooldown now.
And that's what Navi needs right there. They got them before they got to the racks. That's what I was saying before. They need to get the jump on them, really. And they got two of them there, and those are big kills, because as well as it being 2 kills, they got the gem recovered.
Can Power Rangers just end this game now, though, with Haunt on cooldown? They bought back on Shadow Shaman. It seems like they're thinking we should just fight now.
Yeah, their lanes are not in the best of positions. I mean, top lane's a little pushed in, but I feel like they should just bum rush right now. They
Straight
really
down
should
mid.
just bum rush.
I mean,
I
look
mean,
at
they
the
could
tier
go to either.
4s. There's no glyph
Yeah.
here. The tier 4s are almost dead. Maybe that's the play. Is there... Yeah, there's no glyph, so... If they go back to farming, though, then you do have to wonder if that Shadow Shaman buyback was a good play.
New BKB on Invoker.
There you go. 10 seconds. Pretty strong.
Navi doing a good job, though. They're keeping their lanes as pressured out as possible, not to let PR get any windows of pushing opportunity.
Well, 62 minutes in. This game is really going the distance. 36 to 37, your score. Gold, very close for this stage. It really feels like it'll come down to execution, not just to hero composition, and that's all you can hope for in late game Dota, is just whoever plays better wins. By the way, Havost maybe gets a fresh lease on life here with this double damage rune. Another chance with the Rune of Many Wins, but hasn't seen
Yeah,
it just yet, so...
he has buyback again now too. So, or maybe he'll go for that BKB. I feel like he really should.
Sell the Blade Mail.
Yeah, probably just sell the blade mail and go for the. I mean, the blade mail does so much work too, though. But you know what? Actually, it doesn't, because they have 5 BKBs on the other side. So yeah, probably sell the blade mail and just get a BKB.
Thing is, I feel like with with BKB, he can just go kill one of those key supports. Shadow Shaman. Oh, we might have a fight here. Big Force Staff in, Gale to start things off. Now the BKBs all get popped quick, fast, and in a hurry. And Havost is the one who gets focused, immediately caught out. Everybody using all their spells on him, but this time he does have buyback. He does have Haunt. Will it matter, though? His team's just crumbling around him. 3 heroes down. J4 snags a triple kill. Like you said, the Mirana hitting oh so hard. Dendi, he'll TP home. It's time for Navi to mount the final defense. This is all they're left with. In terms of buybacks, well, Dazzle's about to have one. There is still one on Spectre. No point hanging on to it, but he is for now. Power Rangers, I mean, Host, I don't see what he's waiting for. He's going to have to maybe wait till the last second to use it, but he'll only get one more life here. Either they win the fight, win the game, or not. He'll buy back now. He finds his opening. The Veil gets popped, focusing on FNG. Dagger's there. They'll bring down the Earthshaker. Denny looking for some more heroes. Orbing forward. Does catch out Moon. It's the late game Spectre buyback. Once again, could be the savior for Navi. 2 heroes fall. And now we do a dire buyback check. And they've got 3. Invoker, Veno, as well as Mirana. But none of those heroes dead. So the 2 heroes that are dead don't have it.
You actually keep cutting out on Skype for me. I couldn't hear you that entire time.
Okay. Hopefully it's
But
just on Skype.
yeah, it's just on Skype. I could hear you in game, so it was just there. So I mean,
Wait, are
yeah,
you
those-
listening? You have both unmuted? Isn't that distracting, having like the echo effect?
I don't know. This is really weird. I'm hearing you like double now. Whatever. Doesn't even matter.
Okay.
But yeah, that was good team fight coming out of Navi there. They waited on the buyout, but they got a couple kills out of it, which was good. But they can't push. They just need to get their lanes as far out as possible. And Favost, I don't know. This Abyssal Blade it's a good item, but maybe he just really needs this BKB because he's just getting locked down the entire duration of the team fights.
Speaking of the BKB, he is finally going for it. Mythor Hammer's out, but still a long way from it.
Yeah, he knows. He definitely knows.
Puppy's gone for the late game Maelstrom here. Just anything to push the lanes out a bit, because they are dealing with 2 lanes of Rex down. So I quite like the choice actually.
I love when we start seeing
Axe,
this. You look
but
at the fountains and you see items just on the ground now. It's just a BKB, Sentry, a bottle.
yeah, it's just like those are items that are priceless beyond measure in the early to mid game are now just discarded like trash and so much useless waste.
And then we click on Puppy and he has his own Maelstrom now.
Ah,
So he's
hey, you're not listening to me, man. I just said that.
I know I couldn't hear it. I'm
Oh,
telling
you
man.
could hear me. That's right.
Yeah, I couldn't hear him. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's a good pickup. He's got to push out the lanes a little bit, so it does something. I don't know what else he would really be getting. He's not. He doesn't have a sheep or anything. He's not even close. So
It. Do you think Ags on Ancient Apparition would have made a difference here late game, or not really?
I don't really think so. I think his item choices were pretty
There
damn
are
solid this
5
game.
BKBs.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
I mean, it does stay on through the BKBs though.
Yeah.
So. And now, yeah, they're going for this end game push. They're pushing out top. Their lanes are good. Bottom lane's pushed in. Mid lane's decently pushed in. And Navi does not want them, like I was saying before, Navi can't let them hit the base. They need to just fight them right outside. And yeah, they're smoked up, ready to engage right away.
Oh, it'll be Venno in the front lines. Not necessarily the ideal hero to pick off first, but, well, they see him. They track him. They haven't gone in just yet. They're afraid if he just gets off the ult, this fight will go poorly. PR, baiting the Venno out. No commitment yet from Navi, who pushed through the bottom lane. They did use their Ancient Apparition ult on cooldown for about a minute. Still, just a long conga line of heroes towards the top side. No commitment yet.
PR's playing it smart, though. They're just having the Venno in the front. They have the Invoker and the Rasta and the Earthshaker way in the back. Because they know if they go on the Venno, they can re-engage with this Tornado. Because, of course, I was saying the Invoker's max level. So it's a 3,000 range Tornado and everything. And they have really good turnaround. They have just a great counter-initiating team.
They're slowly pushing through the lane. Meanwhile, mid starts to feel the heat, and it feels like Navi are going to have to make some sort of movement soon, but Scandal's prowling, looking around for someone to pick off with the Ghost Walk, and Navi just can't quite find the opening. Now they're forced to defend. They have to show themselves mid, and while Havost will push through the bottom side, takes down the tier 2, I don't know how worried PR will actually be about him going high ground. Suddenly a smoke. Only on the Earthshaker, though. Interesting. No commitment just
I'm
yet.
deaf.
You're deaf.
Listen, I don't know. I can't hear you. It's cutting out so much. Whatever.
Okay.
It's all good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's okay. It's not that big.
We'll
of a
try
deal.
and we'll try and fix it for the future. But now FNG Fissure onto Funnick, Arrow not going to connect. PR just hanging out.
It's probably Brian's fault anyway. Whatever.
He agrees. He agrees it's his fault. Can't argue with the facts, man.
Yeah, and Spectre's just farming up his buyout right now in the woods. Not a whole lot. Not much going on. They just got to keep these lanes out. Navi just is under a lot of pressure though right now.
Well, it's going late here. 68 minutes in, no clear sign of victory. And both teams have their shots. PR have the Rax advantage. Navi, well, I don't even know if they have the late game advantage. BKB is out on Spectre though. This could be the item that turns the game. Havost, no longer an easy target, can even focus down some of these core heroes. Potentially they can bring down the Invoker in the team fights. That would be huge, because Scandal has just been doing insane amounts of heavy lifting, but, well, the Roche will fall. Once again, Aegis and Cheese the way of Power Rangers. Cheese to the Earthshaker, Aegis to the Rasta, the Shadow Shaman, and this might be the death push. 5 heroes heading towards bottom.
For the 5th time, it might be the death push.
Yeah,
I mean, they can't
I
pick
shouldn't
off
even bother
Scandal.
saying that anymore.
I know, right? They can pick off Scandal, but he's just had so much gold on him this entire game that he's just going to buy out and come right back in this team fight if they do get him. I mean,
Well,
it
who
is an
do
optimal
you
target,
pick off
but-
then? Shadow Shaman's got Aegis. Earthshaker's got Cheese. Venno's probably not the hero you want to be initiating on, because if you
He's
don't...
got bots too.
Yeah, he's got buyback.
He'll come back.
How many heroes, like, how many lives do they have here? They've got 4 buybacks, Aegis, Cheese, so you can argue this team has 11 lives for this next fight. Earthshaker doesn't have Boots of Travel, but
They can
so
buy
maybe
it.
you don't count his buyback.
The bottom can get it too. He has 5,000 gold. He can get his. He can buy out. He can buy out, buy bots, come in the fight again.
Navi, I feel like Navi is, they're the Spartans in 300, just wading their way through, like, an endless swarm of bodies at this point. They're up against it here. 4 staff in from Scandal.
Close.
No commitment yet. And now the TP comes back from the Ancient Apparition. He already dropped his ultimate, though, so won't be able to do too much. They casually lob out a Gale, but PR just content to push in the lanes, while Havost will go for the split push top. Can always haunt in. When he jumps in, let's see who he focuses. Again, I don't know who the right target is. I don't know if there's a right target.
I don't even know if there's a right target. What is going on? No.
Maybe maybe Earthshaker, since he doesn't have Boots of Travel buyback gold, but well, maybe he does actually if he sells his Arcane Boots.
The team fights are so hard right now for both teams. I mean, you can see neither of them really want to just engage a straight up fight because it's really hard for both teams. It's just really hard to know who you want to target, how you want to blow them up, if you want to use which spells on them and everything. But they also have this Aegis and this Cheese, so I mean, Navi's just they can't really fight that unless they get an incredible pickoff on like the Earthshaker or something.
Well,
Maybe
the one issue here is Havost doesn't have a TP scroll. Sure, he can haunt into the fights, but if PR can just catch him when he's off in their woods, like he has to run away. He can't TP out, and they are hunting for him. Although, unfortunately for PR, they will not find him.
No wards on the map out of PR either. Navi still have a couple wards up there. They just have some aggressive wards.
Fogged, we're now 70 minutes in, and it feels honestly like this game is not even close to being decided. Although it could well be by the next fight.
This game could go on for quite a while, man.
Is it possible to break that record? It's in sight now. The record is
Please
like...
don't, no, shh.
Huh?
Don't say it, man. Don't say it.
I jinxed it.
Don't say
I'm the master. The jinx is strong with me today, man. PR got nothing on this.
Oh, God.
They had the easy win, and then I jinxed them. And, well, now it's been a close game.
Yeah, and Kuro is getting pretty close to his sheep or Lincolns. He still has this ulti ARP. He's got 3,000 gold on him now, too. Dendi has 5,000 gold.
This is the point in the game where I feel like items just almost stop mattering, as weird as it sounds. Like, it's buybacks, it's ability usage and execution that probably are the main deciders. But, yeah even the Dazzle's getting big items.
Oh, Hex is good, though. Hex on a support's always big.
Yeah, can be a decider. We'll see. TP out from Puppy. Pushing out the lane is the support Ancient Apparition. Now throwing out the ultimate for some extra momentum.
It's all about that Maelstrom, man.
Indeed it is.
It's actually a big item. If he gets that Mjolnir up and he puts it on the Spectre,
you're
it's going to do a lot
right.
of damage.
That could be huge. And
it actually does a ton of damage.
And with Havost having Mjolnir and BKB, they'll want to ignore him, but they won't be able to, is the main issue. Like, they'll have to fight.
Oh, do we see an engagement maybe coming out? No, of course not.
No, yeah, we will.
Oh, we will.
You saw it, man. There's a Blink Hex in onto J4. There's a Force Staff to try and keep him safe. The Haunt comes through, and now Moon's the target of choice here. Spectre joins the fight at long last, goes onto the Shadow Shaman, brings him down once, has used the Abyssal Blade already, uses it on Cheshire Cat, but doesn't do much. BKB ending fairly soon for Havost here, needs to do more. Scandal retreating out for now. Earthshaker already used his ultimate, didn't do a whole lot. Now Havost definitely blasted back. He has buyback here. No Haunt, however. Dendi standing strong with the silence, and Navi maybe winning the war of attrition. Havost will fall. Now dead for 120 seconds. Buys back instantly. Tries to bring down the Veno. Puppy will. He manages to do it. But in the end, it's a triple kill for your Mirana. And although Havost buys back, Dendi, looking for a pickoff here. He goes in now. The Blink Force Staff's there. Lincoln Heatblade's there and gets the kill with the silence. Triple kill for Dendi. Gem hits the deck. Scandal throwing out the Tornado. And Dendi should be able to blink out. Sunstrike. No, he gets hexed. Dendi's going to go down. He has buyback, but was it worth it? H-Hep Rational coming through as well. Oh, boy. What a fight. The Mirana had to buy back, too. 4 buybacks. Aegis was also used up. Cheese was used up, so I guess you call... Well, who's even the winners? I don't know.
What does the production value say?
The production value is having some issues today.
Some technical difficulties.
I think the team fight recap's a little exhausted from this game. 74 minutes in. It wants a day off here, so.
That's okay, I guess.
But I mean, we can try and stumble through it on our own Paleolithic age style. Navi used 3 buybacks. PR used 1, but PR also used up Aegis Cheese. So in that sense, I'd say it's fairly even. But the next fight, PR will have 4 buybacks, and Navi only have 2. Navi lost 5K in net worth.
Why will they only have 2? There's not going to be another fight for 5 minutes, man. There's no way.
Why do you have to kill my hopes and dreams like that? Jeez.
Oh, God.
Well, they'll wait for the next Aegis, I guess.
9,000. You spend your gold on at this point.
Should he just sell the Ags and get a refresher? Necro 3, is that even a useful item at this stage? I
He could
guess.
just bring it on the courier and just
Yeah.
pop the Necro
This
book and
should
then
be a
put it back on the
7-slotted
courier.
invoker. I completely agree.
Mhm.
Oh, he's going to find Puppy now. There's a 4-step in initiation. Scandal going for those huge solo plays, and he'll find Puppy. Just butchers him, but now he needs to get out, and he's tracked as well. And Funnick's in hot, heavy pursuit. Arrow comes in, won't actually hit anyone. The Tornado's there as well. Your Mirana going to work, but can't quite do enough damage on her. And suddenly a fissure onto Funnick, and this could be the final fight. Funnick, you said no fight for 5 minutes, and PR say fight now, and fight in numbers. They kill off the bounty hunter. No buyback for 4 minutes or 113 seconds, so he's donezo. Your Ancient Apparition also donezo. It's going to be a 3v5 with 3 buybacks at PR's disposal, and only the one on Navi's in the form of the Dazzle. This could be it.
Scandal with some big plays right there. Getting those kills were all based off of his movement. That ice wall right there just is so devastating because you just can't walk up it. You're just so screwed if you go up there and there's people there to back him up.
And now
yeah,
they
they're
drop
going
the
straight for
wards.
throne.
In range of the tier 4s, in range of the throne, and the wards will bring down both tier 4s. More gold into PR's pocket, securing another buyback for the team. EMP gets dropped. Now they rotate for the
This is
top
game.
racks. This could be it. This
Potham's
could be
attacking
the
the
end.
hut. Potham, no.
Well, Scandal on the retreat out for now. The Spectre Haunt's been used, but PR doing a nice job of just kiting this one, waiting it out. So far, it's been ineffective, and now they found Havos. The Hex is in, and he tries to run it with BKB, but he's not even strong enough. They're out-damaging the late game Spectre. They bring Havos down. No buyback PR, where they're just in the end. Too much. Your Mighty Morphin Power Rangers take down Na'Vi in a 76-minute thriller of a game. The throne will fall, and Na'Vi take a loss they desperately needed to avoid. Now 8-2 in Starladder. Oh, man, they thought they had it. And they were wrong.
Man, I really thought there wasn't going to be in for another 5 minutes. But no, the Scandal just with the big plays, getting that pick off and just causing all that momentum just happened right after that. So really well played by PR just throughout the whole game. I mean, a couple misplays here and there by PR, but Na'Vi overall I think had a lot more misplays, and PR just took advantage of that and just they played good Dota. They got 5 BKBs and just, yeah, they just did the fights really well.
Oh, Power Rangers hype, man. That'll be the song we play as we cut to a break here. But Fogg, I think Merlini is awake, so he'll probably join me for the next one. But before we let you go, buddy, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. It was a long game. It was a grueling game, but you're a real trooper, buddy. Of course, guys, you can follow Fogg at twitter.com/FoggDota. Well, Fogg, thanks for joining me, my friend.
I guess I got fired.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, bro.
Merlini was scheduled, so I got to...
That's what I get for flaming Brian.
Hey, PPD didn't wake up, man, so you rose to the challenge. We definitely appreciate it. All right, guys, we have more Dota coming up. Probably no breaks here. Na'Vi versus PR is over, but we've got lots more awesome action. Empire, Cloud9, VP, and more are waiting. So be sure to follow Fogged, and we'll be right back with more Starladder Europe. Stay tuned.